Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noé Ruiz, and I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is mi hermano Pedro. ¿Cómo estás?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro, creative tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
Yes, sir. That's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Sometimes magical, even. Hello, everybody hanging out in the Adafruit chats. We're live streaming. It is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. This is episode 524. We're hanging out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. We're also in the Adafruit Discord server. If you'd like to join us in the Adafruit Discord server, you can join the many thousands of folks that are there 24/7. Discord.gg/Adafruit is the URL for that. I have the chat open here, so folks want to say hello and good morning, please do so. And if you have any gifs, memes, all that, you can drop them in and we can chat, have a discussion, questions, comments, all that. But also on any of the social channels, we can bring those in as well. We can even show the comments on stage. Did you know we can do that?
Only on the chats. Cool. Everything except the Discord, unfortunately.
Right. Maybe one day we'll get, and you can change like how you want it, tall, wide.
Oh, wow.
That's super sweet. Medium, big. I love this. StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. We love that. We love that software. And we have a QR code. QR code if you want to.
If you're watching it on the TV in the office.
Yeah, of course. I watch a lot of YouTube on TV. A lot of live streams I watch on TV. But anyway, we're really excited. We have 2 awesome projects. Pedro has a whole ecosystem of projects that he's been working on now, and it's been such a quick, rapid pace of development that we're just going to jump. Well, I do got to let folks know. There's a coupon code, adafruit.com/free. You can find out the deals that are going on for orders of $99 or more. Folks are going to get a free PCB coaster with the golden Adafruit logo. Orders at $199 or more get a free PCB coaster plus UPS ground shipping for the US only. These get automatically added to your cart while you're at checkout. Use our coupon code to get 10% off your order. It is Earth Day. Coupon code today is Earthy. Earthy will get you 10% off your order. It's good for the next 24 hours. So that means it expires tonight on Eastern time at 12 a.m. Earthy coffee, lovely. Okay, shout out some folks on the Discord. We got Duester and Jim Hendrickson. Hello, thank you for joining us. Paul Cutler as well. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, me and Pedro have been just back and forth, ideating, chatting about, kind of rehearsing too, like what we're working on. Pedro, I want to give you the floor because you got a lot going on. So set the stage. Tell us how this came about. Let's start with how this came about. It's like Bluetooth is like the key.
So it started off with Lamar giving us a project pitch on that Bluetooth sniffer for like Meta glasses. So we could detect when there's glasses around. That was reassigned over to John, so he'll be working on that. But the whole time I thought I was going to work on this, I already had a little side mission for what I wanted to do with that project, and it was becoming like a beacon remote control for the Disney Magic Band Plus little bands that they have at the parks, like all over the world. So these are used for like park entry, like for parking, for your hotel, for like paying for things. And then on the rides, shows, statues, like animatronics, window displays, you can activate all of that stuff with your band. They send beacon commands as well. So if something is happening, one of the cool things is like on the Haunted Mansion ride, like the bride scene, to try to scare you, they do like the heartbeat with the red. So it has a vibration meter inside. It has like 5 LEDs inside here. I won't call them NeoPixels because I don't think that's what they are. But they're like RGB
LEDs.
Yeah. That like vibrate pulse at certain times during rides, parades. So like during a whole parade, like each float, like there'll be like a Peter Pan float, there'll be like a Moana float. Each one of those has its own animations, vibrations, colors that go by. It'll activate your band, or where you're like, on Thunder Mountain, you go through that explosion scene. It'll like explode like a bunch of colors and then vibrate to alert you. It sort of interact with you, and you can interact with it. At Epcot, there's like DuckTales game you can play, and it like you can activate these animatronics that pop out of all over World Showcase using just your. And then the second part of that is your ears too. We made some custom ears so it can pick up the BLE beacon commands that are being sent at Disney. Most recently, there was a new parade that was added called the Starlight Parade, and they have these bubble wands that also have the BLE beacons inside of them too. So they have LEDs that are able to cast spells like on other wands. So you can like select a color and it'll then send that color out. And they've built like this whole ecosystem of being able to communicate with like a bunch of hardware that they have. I wanted to make a remote that could activate those. So we're using the CLUE. Somebody went through the park with a Flipper Zero and was able to grab all the commands that they're using. So went on their GitHub and converted all those to CircuitPython. So we can have on the blue here, on the CLUE, at Adafruit CLUE. So here's like the little menu that we have that showing all the different animations with like vibration controls. So we're able to have a remote and trigger all of these. So let's see. You have the A and B button to scroll up and down through here, and then double tap to activate. And as you can see here, the wand goes off, the ears go off, and then you can see down here the magic band also goes off. So you can use their hardware, their bands, their wands, no hacking required, because we're just using the commands that Disney's BLE beacons are sending out. They're just listening into them. And then the ears, custom ears, we're using a QT Py S3. Where's my camera?
It's an ESP-based board that also does BLE and Wi-Fi. Yeah.
And so we're turning this into a listener as well, so we can listen to any of the commands that Disney's sending out, and then accordingly with the NeoPixel jewels on here. So not only are we listening to the commands, but we're also translating them into more fancier animations and colors, because they're gonna be economical with the LEDs they're using on here, and then the hardware is not going to be like the top of the line like super fast hardware. So we're able to translate simple little colors like that, and then have like swirls, have like different like a more gamma control for the colors, and then do things like go like from left to right ear, because they're connected to different pins on the QT Py. So we're able to do that. And then the other thing that so we set this up with Claude Code, and the other thing that Claude suggested was, we can, like our old headband that we have made before, we can add shake, like have a head shake with the new magnetometer that we have in the store. This one fresh off the oven. So a nice new board that came out. We can have it detect the accelerometer, but it's a magnetometer. So Claude was like, we can attach a magnet to gloves or a wand, and then like draw shapes, or go left to right and have the LEDs appear from the left and right ear. Do trigger animations that way, in addition to shaking your head. So that's basically like the whole ecosystem of using one command to control like everything that
so now we've created glowy ears, Mickey ears before. What do we call them? Headbands.
Yes.
Now this adds a whole level of interactivity where it interacts with a park. Things are going on in the park with legit BLE commands from the Disney parks, which is another interesting thing. Is what happens when you have a group of people that all have the same bands. What can you do now?
Yes, you can trigger them all like they do at the park. So like during the parades or whatever, or like when you walk by a statue or on the rides, like we were saying, everybody's band goes off. So we're able to trigger that within like, I think it's like 30 feet you know, if there's walls around or whatever, 10 to 30 feet, we're able to trigger everybody's bands around us.
So it's what do they call it? The pixie crop dusting.
Yeah, like, so that's what I'm
you can now like
here.
you can
digital
crop magic command and go kazaa, and then have 20 people bands go off, vibrate, lights shooting off, especially in the dark. Everyone's like, "Whoa, what's going on? Who is Mickey around? Where am I?" You know what I mean? Like,
no, they're used to, like, when you walk by things, it'll vibrate and do things.
Yeah,
so they're all used to the band just going off.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a fun kind of like a wholesome prank in a way where you can like trigger,
which is, you know, sanctioned by them because they they literally sell a wand that lets you sort of cast the color spell onto it. So these are like sold in like carts, like those carts.
Those carts.
So one of the things that they show off what it does is they'll take one wand and then like change the entire cart full of wands to whatever color. Like, the color and then like cast it like that.
Yeah. It's so funny that it's like a light. It's like their response to the magic wand from Harry Potter.
Oh, it's so much
their own magic wand. It's like a lightsaber. Also, bubble wand shoots bubbles.
Oh yeah, this is a bubble wand. So not only are you doing that, but you're doing it with bubbles.
All magical. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me demonstrate what that looks like, because we're gonna add this functionality onto the QT Pie version. So you pick a color. Let's pick like this blue or this purple one here. You hold it down, and it'll like shoot it over to the other wand. So you both have like one and vice versa.
These wands have some sort of Bluetooth chip in them.
Yeah. There's a Bluetooth because it's listening to the beacons. They have out. So you could do this vice versa too. So this like a wand battle to try to get the other one to change the colors. So that's super cool. We're gonna have the clue listen to the commands that the wand is sending out. So it'll now work with our custom headbands too. So anybody on the park can go up to our ears and cast the color spell onto our ears. And it doesn't have to be ears because this is all custom made. You can make shoes. The other thing that gave us this idea was we saw somebody that made a custom backpack that was able to accept the animations during the Epcot show. So if you don't know what that is, it's like, you know, this big old
geodesic dome.
Geodesic dome that has all these LEDs. Noah, you've made a project on this. The LEDs on there, and it's like a matrix display, right, on a sphere. So they has like sprites and animations, and all that was being translated onto this dude's custom backpack. So it doesn't have to be a wand. It doesn't have to be ears. It could be shoes, a hat. You've made like a BLE hat before. That was actually what I was going to do first. But in terms of getting the hardware all in there, I thought this was a little bit easier. It's going to make like a Ninja Flex case that hides this. Yeah. The wires are, you know, just going through.
It's a good prototype. Yeah.
This actually was the better way to go because I cut a slit inside the ears. It's just like a little puffy material, and I was able to slip the 500 milliamp hour battery.
Oh, that's where it is. Okay.
So the magnetometer, I think I'm gonna hide in one of these ears, like behind there, or maybe up here. I don't know. I'll figure out what the wiring is. This is the Wakanda earband that cool. Sort of matches the aesthetic of having the wires exposed. I'm gonna go in there and just paint them gold as well.
Oh, that's fun. Let's trigger them. Let's see animate. You get such a better effect when you're wearing the LEDs and it's not like on your wrist.
So this is the crop dusting one, which is a super funny one because did it go off? I can't see.
Not yet. Not the band. The band didn't go off, but your head.
Yeah, but it does have it does go to sleep to save battery. So wake it up.
That's funny.
I don't know if you can hear the vibration on the.
Now you can.
Yeah. So it's crop dusting like a fart. Yeah. It's like one of the funny things that people do at the parks. They'll fart and then walk away and line, sort of choke everybody up. I can't look at the screen while wearing these.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So what we're doing here is converting the simple animations that the bands are doing and converting them into a bit more complex animations on the NeoPixels because we're allotted that. The hardware the 7 colors instead of the 5 that are on here. Doing like things like the rotating, like the wheel around in the NeoPixels, or doing like gamma correction. Let's see.
Yeah, the Bluetooth, the CLUE is a great dev board for this because it's all put together. You have a nice 1.3-inch color TFT display, 2 buttons, cap touch, accelerometer, CircuitPython. It can also do Arduino. It has a bootloader. It's running off the NRF52840 classic Bluetooth chip now. That's awesome. Yeah, so what a great use of the CLUE. We haven't done anything like this before with the CLUE. And you get, real-time text on display using display IO. What else? There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah. It's an interesting way to kind of add an extra layer of interactivity at the parks. Reusing these bands are what, like 2 or 3 years old now. The band plus,
they're pretty old.
Basically, anyone who visits the parks know about these bands. They're affordable. There's hundreds of different designs of them, but they all use the same core beacon commands to trigger animations.
What I think is the coolest thing is the remote gives you access to colors that are not available.
Right.
Even like if you're at the parade or on the show or the ride, not all of them can be triggered on here, but you can create custom ones inside here and then trigger colors that you can't get to. So
you unlock so much more value.
All these colors that aren't
available like this. And huge shout out to the person who went into the Disney parks and like used their Flipper Zero to like capture all of these commands, because there's what you said, like there's 50 different commands, probably more.
A little over 50.
Yeah, these are going to work on any Disney park because they all use the same fundamental beacons. Any Disney cruise, the hotel maybe. So that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's super cool. You had an idea or a suggestion on like for tour groups, like if you want to get
right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so if you
flash like the orange, for, time to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, as a notification for a big group or a tour guide or something, like maybe a specific tour group. Do a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun ideas with it. Yeah,
a ton. And of course,
CLUE is the hero of this one. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah, so the next step is for gathering the commands that the wand is sending out, so we can have those triggered on your custom ears, shoes, backpacks.
Yeah. So the CLUE is in stock right now, folks. So if you want to pick one up, you can get 10% off. What an awesome little board that tried and true, proven.
Oh yeah, we had it in green before.
Yeah, we had it in green.
I think I have one that is the green board.
It has a lot of stuff on it. So the light proximity gesture, I guess you could do some sort of thing and use that.
It
also has built-in.
Yeah, so it doesn't have a lot of memory. So I had to disable like all of the sensors except the accelerometer that's on there for even the menu to load. So that's
right. I see it only has 2 megabytes of internal flash.
No. It's like 256. Yeah, 256K of RAM.
Of RAM, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's an M4. It's pretty old. So yeah, we had to slim the menu system way down.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
So that's the only thing. It's an older board, but still you're able to do a lot with it.
Right. Yeah. And it's based off the NR52840, so you could always, use a different dev board. Maybe I think we have a few. We have a feather, but you have to attach your screen.
Exactly. Yeah.
One of that. Of course, we have a circuit playground, but that's probably the same. Yeah, I think the CLUE is probably going to be the best bet there. Yeah.
For
Especially with
the form factor, the button's already on there. There's only 2 buttons. You can use the cap touch buttons, but in my use, like, it was too easy to trigger.
Yeah, your salty meat hooks, you know,
especially when you're like at the park or something like that.
Yeah.
Even just holding it to, try to navigate wasn't the best. So the case I'm going to redesign will be an update to the slim CLUE case that we made with the ability to have a LiPo battery attached to it. So it'll be like this case, nice and slim, so I don't have to have the battery pack attached to it.
Right.
Just be an update to this guy. So that's the next steps, getting the wand commands to work on the QT Py, and then the case design, just updating this to fit battery, and then of course a QT Py S3 with a LiPo BFF on the back. So we have battery charging as well.
Yeah.
On this with a little on and off.
Great improvement to our yeah, we've done a few Disney projects, and this one's the most like magical, for lack of a better word. Interactive, magical.
I mean, they use magic interchangeably to mean technology at this point.
Yeah,
exactly. BLE.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Great. Now you can trigger tons of animations to a wide group of people. So like during the fireworks show, does it? I know the fireworks show is like a
during each section of fireworks. Things happen with your
bands do go off, right? When
they go out through the entire thing. This is a 30-minute show that has a bunch of different sections to the show, like the happy part, the sad part, the triumphant part, the the fight part. So each section has like a different animation, and it's using the exact same command. So the ears will trigger during all those sections. So we will get some footage of that, and I think Phantasmic is another one. All the shows have it.
Yeah, all the shows. Every ride has like a little kiosk thing that you scan your Magic Band in, and when you do, it gives you a different animation that's themed to the ride. I remember going to the Haunted Mansion, and the post would play some spooky, like some spooky. Yeah, it would laugh at you or something. You get these purple colored animations, which is really cool. Yeah, very cool. All right. Yeah, keep hacking away on it, and
yep, just those 2 things, and then I think I'll release it in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Very good.
About how much time I have for just the case design. I think that's it'll take a little bit of time to get the iterations of that. And then the guide and the video. But yeah, it's a project. It's using foundation of what their BLE commands are for making a beacon remote or the beacon receiver, so you can make it. And then of course being able to cast things onto it. I think it's super cool. It reminds me of a project that Scott worked on quite a while ago with the Blue Fruit Express.
That's right.
It was transferring colors from one BLE to the other.
Yeah, via proximity. As you get closer to it, the color would change to the host. Yeah, or the receiving, and they can change what they can switch between being a receiver, and a transmitter. Which is super cool. Bluetooth beacons, man, they're super cool when used in a creative way. All right. We're on the same topic of fun, creative, whimsical projects. I'll hit up the next one. I showed it last week. This week we have some functional code. This is a collab project with Liz. So Liz Clark put together the code for this. So we got a NeoPixel matrix powered by a RP2040 Propmaker feather. To control it, we're using the mini Stemma QT Gamepad. So I have a little 3D printed case for it now that just snap fits together. It connects via Stemma QT cable into the feather that is inside here. It's battery powered, so it's a fully standalone project. You have an on-off switch down there. The feather's on the inside. The NeoPixels are these guys here. This is the NeoPixel Pebbles. It's a strand of 200. We're only using about 117 of them. Black LED acrylic sandwiched in between the frame and the grid, which isolates the pixels to make it a nice square off pixel. So you turn it on. It has some scrolling text. Again, this project is inspired by MIT green building hack that happened back in 2012, where they used the green building at MIT to actually play Tetris. So the idea here is that we're going to 3D print a desktop version of the green building from MIT and recreate that Tetris experience on a little desktop-sized, building, 3D printed building. So I used the start button here to start the game, and it is a game of Tetris. So you can use the A button to rotate, B button to go to advance all the way down, and you can control it with the joystick here on the gamepad, and you can hit pause. So you can pause the game, and it'll tell you how many rows you've cleared. So far, I haven't cleared any rows, so it's not going to say, yep, zero rows. So I keep playing here. When I resume, I hit the same button, and let's see what happens if I can get if I can clear a row here. Here we go. So I can rotate it and go down, bam, it does that white and it clears it out. And then when I hit pause, it'll say that I have one row. So it says paused, and then I have cleared one row. Yeah, so this is using pixel frame buff, I believe, so that it can handle the tetrominos, which are the Tetris pieces. It can handle those, so you can rotate them. So that's it's treating it like a real display when you're like a real frame buffer. So that's a really cool approach to do it this way. It's probably the most efficient way to do it, so that you can do all sorts of things with these sprites that are, the tetromino shapes. So a huge shout out to Liz for collaborating with me on this one. She really wanted to put this one together, so it was a good collab. I did the design and 3D printing, and I cut the acrylic as well because it's a custom cut acrylic. Didn't use a laser cutter, just used the scoring tool and snapped it in the right shape. So I'm working on the learn guide for this. Liz already has published the code. It's available to download on Adafruit's GitHub. Whoop, I messed that one up. And let's see what happens when we fail here. I'm just gonna quickly try to fail here. You'll get this red flash that lets you know you game over, and it'll tell you what your score was. I only got 2 rows because I'm demoing it. My top score so far has been 40 rows. Oh, and wow. Yeah, it's a pretty fun little take on the infamous Tetris game.
Super cool.
It's just a nice little building. It's got all snap fit bits. It's got a 1200 milliamp LiPo battery in there that gets attached to the bottom cover. It snap fits. There's only a handful of screws for attaching the feather and the slide switch holder, but other than that, it all snap fits. I can take this part off to show you what it looks like on the inside there. There you can see the pebbles. This has an interesting design where it slides in via like a kind of like a dovetail kind of thing again, where you have this little rail that slides in and this comes out, and then you can see that. So this is like a sandwich piece that you can pop out, and that's where the acrylic gets sandwiched in there. And these, again, I learned a lot with my last project, the MIDI visualizer. These just get press fitted into these little holes here, these little pill shaped holes. So you can still pop them out. Here you can actually see I popped one out by accident, but you can pop it back in. If you want to permanently fix them in place, you could use some hot glue or something. But otherwise, they're really easy to install. It's non-destructive. And I even ended up splicing a couple of them together, so they're easy to connect more. Here you can see I just cut it off here because I only need a certain amount. I do solder it to a nice piece of silicone covered stranded wire because I love this stuff. Very flexible, very forgiving. It won't melt like the PVC can melt when you're soldering it. And then just a simple, see if you can see it in there. Let me throw some light in there. There's the battery in there. It's a 1200 milliamp battery, which will last a couple hours of play. And of course, the feather has onboard battery charging, so you can just plug it in to charge the battery. Let's see, make sure I don't pinch my wire there. And it's a pretty fun project. It's a game, right? This snap fits on top. You got your nice little gamepad here. This case is kind of fun. It's very, very slim, you know, because it's just a PCB with a couple buttons on it. I'm using these little resets here. And then it just connects, so you don't have to solder any buttons to start playing, which is really fun. So we've been having a lot of fun with it because it's a game. And I forgot to push that down in there. Click that in. And yeah, I don't know. It's a fun project.
They recently got it up and running again.
Yeah. So on Monday, it was April 20th. That was Boston Marathon happened, and the fine folks at MIT actually somehow got it. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, right here. So Lamar shared this with us. I'm going to assume it's safe to show here because it's a public.
I mean, if this happened in public, yeah,
it happened in public. I'm going to guess. Yeah. So shout out to I'll highlight their name here. Let's see if I can go back to the web. There it is. Let me show a quick version of this.
Especially if you could see it across the lake or river there.
Yeah, you could see, like, yeah, and they improved it quite a bit. They also had some sprites running.
Yeah, that looks super cool.
I don't know how like this wasn't picked up by big tech blogs or something, but this must have been like a low key, let's just do it, not tell anyone about it, and just imagine just walking by around midnight and then like you just see the biggest Tetris display ever. I mean, I'm sure other places have done it, but I can't seem to find a good video.
It's more proper coming from MIT.
Yeah. I mean, they I don't know if they were the first, but this was back in 2012 when they first did this. Let me just see if that one works. Does this one work? Yeah, and theirs is like I think it's downloading. It has the ghosting onion ghost helper where it lets you know where you're gonna land. It's not working, but yeah, it might be my internet, but yeah, it looks really cool.
Like that sometimes.
Yeah, it is Dropbox. Yeah.
I've noticed. I'm like prepping the videos. I'm like, I need a preview, and it just doesn't play until I freaking download it.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna play, especially since I'm like eating up all my bandwidth streaming.
Oh,
yeah, it was really cool to see that they got this back and running. I don't know if they're gonna do it again, but from the looks of it, it looks like they had like just giant, giant PCs, you know.
This is so cool.
Yeah, this is so cool. So, but the original project is here on the IHTFP, which is interesting hacks to fascinate people. And this is happened on the evening of April 20th, 2012, Building 54, aka Green Building. I think they had this podium where you had like a joystick or something to play, and it like went down, and it was great to see it happen. Yeah, Tetris has been played on buildings before. For example, in 2000, students at Brown University in Providence played a Tetris on a 10-story science library, and their source code is on GitHub. Let's see it. Yeah, it's over 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I wonder if they like just redid the whole code base because it looked really cool in the video that I couldn't get to play, but it was really cool. So yeah, that's what we got is a little desktop version you can build yourself. You don't need a big building. You can build your own building.
So cool.
Some text scrolling. Yeah. I think the software inspired Liz to maybe add some more features to the frame buff library for like having more native support for NeoPixel displays. Because right now, kind of hacky, you know, not a lot of folks have been using Pixel frame buff to make these style of games or art displays. So yeah, it's got her thinking like, yeah, maybe add some more features to the library. So we'll see. But yeah, this is like a custom font, Thumb, which is interesting. It's not just like a you know, a byte array or something of like these characters. No, it's actual font. So it's really cool.
Oh, nice.
So it could be scalable. So if folks want to regrade those, imagine this, you know, that giant net. Imagine playing Tetris on that giant net. Wouldn't that be
cool? Oh, on the drone, right?
And a giant wall. That would be so cool, man, to play Tetris on
with the drone net. So you have the drone net.
Yeah. Exactly. So you can play Tetris on that. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So code is up there right now on GitHub. If you go to the Adafruit Learn repo, you can see the code there. You could, of course, create your own controller. Maybe we do have a Stemma QT weak nunchuck control as well, so folks can, you know, rework the code to work with that, or an Xbox controller, or an SNES controller, whatever you want. We thought this was a really good, easy solution. So yeah, I just started on the Learn guide, so I think maybe next week we'll be able to have this one released, because I'm gonna start working on it. It's funny that I can like push the cable. So if you want to like extend it, you just pull it out. It's the 400 millimeter. It's the longest Stemma QT cable that we have. But yeah, I was thinking like, what kind of a way could I like attach the controller?
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Like, how do I, like a magnet or something? I don't know, but I think for now, to get
something that snaps onto the sides right there.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that for the clue as well, because it'd be cool to just have it snap onto the base here, so you have the clue attached to the wand.
Yeah.
Oh, did my video freeze? Am I frozen?
Oh no, it did. Yeah.
It's okay. Let me restart. It's probably his camera.
It's probably the camera. Okay. Well, Pedro does that. We'll play a quick game of Tetris.
Super cool.
Yeah. Obviously, folks we want folks to expand this, add sound effects, add a speaker, you know, make more, you know, features. One of the things that traditional Tetris does is it has a concept of levels. We thought it would be best to just keep it, you know, to make it easy and more playable, where we don't have it speed up as you go to the next level. But if folks want to, you know, really go crazy, they can add the levels, maybe IoT scores or something, you know, where it like logs the score to your Adafruit IO account. There's so much stuff you can do, but we want to keep it nice and simple so that folks can, you know, reuse the code and add to it, because we think that's really cool. And man, the black LED acrylic, every time I use it, it's just like, it's so beautiful. It just adds more vibrance to the LEDs. It's crazy. It looks better in real life, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Because of that, I was thinking of using a black LED for the ear part.
Oh yeah.
Like, then I have to cut the circle, and then
that's really hard to do. Yeah.
Like building the matrix for like a circle, it would be like, you know, one as it gets small, you know, goes around the circle, like it'd be like one less pixel. Like I have to make a custom like grid, like a circle grid.
Yep, that's hard.
Or maybe the little matrix. What is the LIS? The Stemma one. We used it on.
Yeah.
Oh, the talking computer. Glasses. Yeah. Or the glasses. Yeah.
Sort of different. They're like RGB LEDs, not NeoPixel. They use a different command set.
This was easier. That's why I went with the jewel.
Yeah, the jewels are great. Yeah, I think I lost it here, folks. Game over.
Oh.
No.
This is where it's speed up.
Yeah, that's where you would want to speed up. I only got 9 rows. See, this is why we left it at. It's kind of hard, honestly. It's kind of hard to play.
Oh, it's difficult without having that speed up.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the projects. I think we'll be ready for next week. We may or may not actually go, because me and Liz live in Massachusetts, and we're about an hour away from MIT. So we may or may not go to MIT just to
an hour away sounds,
yeah, with, you know, $40 parking, because that's what it costs to park in.
Oh man,
it's nuts. Yeah, so we may or may not go, but
that always throws a hamper.
Yeah, this definitely would fit in a backpack. It's yay big. Another thing about design, like I did limit the design to the bed of the build volume of our Bamboo X1C, which is 256 by 256 by 256 millimeters cubed. So it's about 250 millimeters tall and yay big. So you do need kind of a taller printer for that, but it's scalable if folks want to, make it a more traditional playing grid. You can do that. I just followed the best I could of the green building. It's not exactly 1-to-1, scale factor, whatever. But it is pretty close, where the green building has these 3 openings. It has a lower base here, and this is where the actual play area is. The original one is 9 by 17. Ours is 9 by 13 because I couldn't, at a certain point, I can't. This is the smallest I could squish the pebbles. Like I can't squish them anymore. So I had to like make that executive decision. Be like, I have to cut off at 13 because I don't want to create another set that snap fits over to create that extra, flight of stairs or whatever, fake flight of stairs. But yeah, Adafruit Propmaker feather, NeoPixel pebbles, all good stuff.
Dang it, I have not been posting any links.
I know, me neither. We're just having too much fun with the demos. They're literally these like fun demos.
Yeah. That's
just
always
games.
The cool part about this.
Yeah, it's so cool.
We're doing iterations, and I look at the clock. It's like past midnight. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, like I just want to keep going. This is so fun, especially with the power of like Claude. You can just spin up and try things out.
Yeah.
And cool project. Thank you, Hip. They think it's a cool project.
Yeah, it's super cool. I like how it is a mini playable matrix display.
Yeah,
in the shape of the green building.
Yeah, and it's definitely scalable too. Like I said, like if you wanted to
play
it on a big NeoPixel net or something, you can do that. Pretty cool. All right, you want to pick up any of the parts that we talked about? You get the 10% off your order with coupon code Earthly.
I like this comment here.
I said Earthly. What's the comment?
He needs this for his action figure photography.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Let me check in on Discord. Oh, everything's fine on Discord.
Yep. Everybody is
cool.
Hanging out.
Cool.
I look for what links I may have forgotten to post. Distributors.
We have links in the description of the videos here as well if you want to pick up any of the components. We have CLUE, the pebbles, the feather, Propmaker. It's all there. And you can search NeoPixels and see all the many different flavors of strips, strands. We also have, pre-made displays like matrices. I think we have an 8x8, 16x16. It would actually be pretty cool to play this on the 16x16. If I put 2 of them together, I would just get double that. Yeah, I almost wish this wasn't a building so I could like have a more proper like actual square, because like in the building they're actually these rectangles. But it's a whimsical thing. Why did we pick the building again? Just because of the anniversary of the MIT green building hack that happened in 2012, literally on April 20th. So it's been like I'm just doing some quick. It's 2026. It happened 14 years ago. Is when this happened. And we got a question here. Pedro, see if you can answer it. Would there be a Bluetooth controller possibly with a different board?
Like we were saying before, probably the Feather S3 would be able to do it. The reason we didn't go with that was because this is all, has the screen already attached. It has the buttons.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Yeah. It has CircuitPython support, so all the pins are just there for you.
Yep.
If you wanted to use a different NRF52 board, it would be kind of tricky to get a display on there. It'd be a lot of soldering. Especially
we have Feather Wings. We have one that has the screen already attached to it, the S3 reverse TFT.
Right.
Is it NRF? No.
No, it's the ESP32 that has built-in like Bluetooth stack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what is it? Feather TFT.
Reverse TFT.
Is it
S3?
Is it this one? Yeah, the S3. I believe the S3 has. Oh, these are in stock with the PCB antenna. Those are in stock now.
Mm.
So where does it say Bluetooth?
I think the screen on this one is bigger though.
There it is.
Yeah, BLE.
It has BLE, not Bluetooth Classic, which is fine for this. This is actually BLE, low energy, Bluetooth low energy. Yeah, it might work. Maybe not in CircuitPython. Maybe. I used it. I used one of the ESP32 feathers for a Bluetooth project, but it was like an ESP IDF or an Arduino kind of project because we didn't have any CircuitPython support for it. So yeah. But
I'm gonna say that probably good.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, the CLUE is a great board for it, so definitely use the CLUE. It is in stock. All right, with that, I think we're done with prototypes. We're ready to move on over to this week's time-lapse community make.
All right, this week's Timelapse Tuesday for Community Makes, we have this awesome Orion Spacecraft still celebrating the successful loop around the moon. Already getting started with Artemis 3. Just did the rollout for the SLS. We should expect that soon. And then like the air show here had like the, was it the Super Guppy? No, is that the name of it? The aircraft that flies the things over. I kept calling it the Bubble Guppy.
The Bubble Guppy sounds fun with me. Yeah.
So this is the spacecraft that they flew in, and then the capsule here that landed is all connected with these magnets. I had to go ahead, bite the bullet, and get the 8 by 2 millimeter long diameter magnets that all of the Maker World prints seem to be using.
Oh, okay. They're standardized magnets now.
Yeah, we have all of these different size magnets, but we didn't have these. But now we do. They're on Amazon, like next day.
All right.
The capsule attaches with the magnets here. And what's cool is the way that this this model is set up is you have the ability to add lights on there. So there's these holes that go through.
Oh, cool.
Capsule. Actually, let me adjust this so you can see it better.
Yeah.
For this part here. Oh.
So,
I didn't glue the main thruster in. It just snaps fits in. But on the inside, you can see that there is a cavity, so you can have wired LEDs go through. Not only that, but also the little tubey here.
Oh, the stand.
The stem. Yeah. So the stem can have the wires going all the way out of the moon part here, and then there's like a little cutaway on the moon. So you can route the wires out over. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, a little thing here. So you can route the wire out of there to here. So it is already set up as like a nightlight. And then somebody remixed it so you can have this hanging on your wall. So you can have this little part snap into like a wall bracket. And here's the magnets where this attaches like that. So you can have access to your wiring.
It's a great size. I'm surprised NASA hasn't like released like a printable or
has like a out and made a statement apologizing that they don't have merch and all these things out yet.
That's funny.
Like, oh, it takes a while to set it up there.
The community will beat you to it no matter how.
Like the plushie, the Rise plushie.
So huge shout out to RynosaurusRex who put this up. Fantastic model. Bit of a kit, right? Because you kind of have to glue some pieces. It's a fun
kit. Yeah, there are so many. We didn't even talk about that. Let's go back over to the desktop.
Yeah. 1 second here. Flip it.
It is intricate. Look at all these teeny tiny little parts.
Yeah, a little thruster bit.
You feel like you're making a little modeling kit with how teeny tiny all of these little parts are. You have to use like tweezers and the needle nose pliers to attach all the tiny little thrusters on all these little connection pieces. So they did an excellent job in terms of the detail, all the little thrusters. You are going to need dual extrusion at least to do things like the details on the solar panels, the lighting, for the windows. So there is so many. The reason why these are like separate pieces because it would have been pretty difficult to print those even with a multi-material. All these little thrusters here all like snap in. Even this little handle here for the what is it called? Little door handle thing there.
Yep.
So yeah.
Great choice of filament as well. You got some white and some of that glitter, galaxy black glitter, whatever. Some silver as well. Fantastic.
Burnt titanium blue were the solar panel textures there.
The great idea from Taya. You can put some real mini solar panels on there, maybe enough to keep the lights.
Excellent idea. Oh crap.
Here in the maker's page, there's a little bit of a wiring here. I wonder what they're trying to do. Maybe get the lights going.
Yeah. I think they have it set up like at night light.
Right.
See there. The lights
go through. What is this? Attach the logo with glue and tape. Okay.
So it goes up, and if you go over to the make section, there's so many people who have made this. That one with silver. That's what I was trying to achieve there, but I think that's
silver looks great.
Or just that super silky chrome gray filament.
The logo looks fantastic.
Yeah.
There's some blue, a little bit of blue in there.
Yeah.
Nice nameplate there. Right next to the Lego shuttle.
It is
fantastic.
NASA Mania again here at the house. They got like the rover, they got the Artemis Lego kit. They got
make sure you clean your bed, folks.
I've not used the textured bed plate.
Oh yeah, in a while.
Since I started using since we did the glass lamp, and the adhesion has been way better.
Better, isn't it? Yeah.
The smooth PEI. Like I don't have to use rims anymore. Yeah, there's the wall mount bracket.
Nice. Yeah.
Looks super good. So again, give yourself more space on your shelf for your desk.
There's some lights. There's lights working there with a bit of like a moon. You can put this next to your moon clock that you have, the moon phase clock.
I was thinking, yeah.
Cool. Lots of great makes from folks. This is fantastic.
It's a nice scroll.
Yeah, I've seen remixes as well. Oh yeah. Oh, some of the marble filament to give some more texture.
That's what I use for the moon, the marble.
Yeah. Excellent model, folks. RynosaurusRex, put it up. Check it out. It's a free download.
Yeah, there was a more simpler model.
Okay.
I really liked the intricacy of this one, which
there's
time-wise, I was on a crunch.
Yeah. If you know a little bit of CAD, it's a great project to take on. Design your own, iteration of it.
Excellent model.
Very cool. All right. Just a little bit left of the show. We do have one more community make from the that was sent to us. It is a make that was turned into a remix. So shout out to G Magician on printables.com. They published their files of their remix to the heat set insert rig that uses a piece of aluminum extrusion, some ball bearings to make a really nice rig for installing heat set inserts into your 3D prints. So you can see they got their own clamp going on. They have their own base. They have their own kind of coupler here for the base to the aluminum extrusion with like a tensioning thing there. They're still using a piece of string, which is nice, the paracord. And this is fantastic. You can see a couple of different photos. Here's the idler here for a different ball bearing. They're using a FC688Z. There's so many ball bearings. So it's good to see folks make their own idlers. They also incorporated a bit holder So you can have your soldering bit, but also the heat set insert bit. So all the different sizes that are in brass.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to integrate that in there. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
There's the idler.
I think that's the first time we've seen that.
Pin too. Nice slim pin. And there's a nice little, picture with dimensions of the soldering iron that they use for there. So here's all the files, all the hardware they use. It's a great project. People keep making their own versions of it, and it's a really good tool if you're doing a ton of production runs of parts that need heat set inserts. It's kind of the best way to do reusable, reopenable threads for your 3D prints. So cool. Yeah, love it. So shout out to G Magician for posting that up. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
And I hope it keeps working out for you. That's going to be it. I think that's it for the show. Let me check in on Discord. Anyone say anything? Brent says looks awesome. Cards to the base. The stand base is the moon. That is neat. Brent said, this show been warm water? Yes, that is what the community has come to. I used to use alcohol, and people were telling me, don't use alcohol because it'll like eat away at the bed or the coating or something. And I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna switch to soap because everyone's saying that. One last thing, maybe we got like 3 minutes, but I did just get this in today. I got parts from JLC PCB. This is V1 of this is V2 where it has more slots and access to the Stemma QT, but this is the QT Pie terminal BFF. Let me unplug that real quick. But this is printed in SLA resin. It's the LED0660, I believe, something like that. It's like this milky white, translucent resin. So the parts came in, and I did 2 different versions, one with offsets, one without offsets. And I think the ones with the offsets fit better. And they just snap fit. They hold your BFF terminal screw block QT Pie in there without any screws. It gives you access to the USB port, the screw block terminals, of course, and then the V2 gives you access to the Stemma QT port. It has 2 mounting holes here if you want to attach some magnetic feet or your own custom bracket, so you can attach it to a surface. And then these right here allow you to mount a Stemma QT sized breakout, or you can use jumper cables on the second row of header pins because that's how they're set up.
Beautiful.
You have access to the screw holes, but also access to the second pair of sockets. There you can see the second pair of sockets there. So yeah, I will send out this file here, these files to JLC and get them ordered because now I've tested V1, and I know the tolerances work out for the no offset or the offset ones. So really good. Yeah, so we'll get those ordered up. Maybe get them in stock in the coming months because it takes time to get these in the store. That's a quick update. I kind of forgot about it. Sorry. All right, folks. Don't forget, if you want to order anything from Adafruit, please use our coupon code EARTHY. It'll get you 10% off your order. You also get those 2 freebies, the PCB coaster for $99, or at $199 you get the coaster plus UPS. Ground shipping is free. All right. Later tonight is we're gonna have show and tell. Special guest host Liz Clark will be hosting tonight. So you can come by at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll get a StreamYard link so folks can join in on the Adafruit Discord. That's where it'll be posted around 7:30ish, a little bit before then. And yeah, it's a good time. We hosted it last week. It's really nice to hang out with Scott and JP and see what they're working on. But also folks from the community, we hope you come on by. Tomorrow is Thursday. JP's workshop starts at 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's when the live stream happens. And then Fridays is a deep dive with Scott. It happens at 5 p.m. Eastern or 2 p.m. Pacific on Fridays. Monday, you can hang out with the CircuitPython community every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. It happens on Discord, where the devs come together and talk about CircuitPython. And then we have a deep dive with Tim on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Hang out with Tim. And then JP has another show on Tuesdays as well, but these start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, where you can get up to 50% off select items every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Also, don't forget the CircuitPython Show podcast by Paul Cutler. You can subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast network. Very good, very good. I think that's going to do it. I'm like running out of breath. I need to take a drink.
I know I need to reheat my coffee. I'm staring at it. I know it's probably cold.
Cold, yeah. All right, folks. We'll see you, I think, later tonight on Show and Tell. We hope to see you then. Until next week, remember to
make a great day.
We'll get that in sync one day. Bye, folks.